is a good one. Morehead without Jerome Morton, who's ill tonight. We thought he might be in the starting lineup, but not doing. It's going to be a good game, though, Larry, because this Morehead team, they've got some experience with a bunch of guys. The 9 newcomers, 6 of those guys have played at least 1 year, have at least 1 year of experience at a 4-year college.
They do, and it's a good test for the University of Louisville. They play 2 exhibition games, but not to the caliber and the level and talent or physicality of which Morehead brings tonight. So it'll be a good test for these guys out here today.
First possession, here's the Cards that get it into Miles, and he turns around. It's going to be off of James Scott, so it will be Morehead possession. Just over 3 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Eagles. Let's see what they do here in the inbounds to Brazil. Fire it back over, and Hadley with, I don't think he got a piece of it, but he just got enough of a hand up there that it really kind of altered the shot by Brailsford.
It did. It was a great contest, and Brailsford's going to be the one. He's going to be hunting shots. Anytime he gets the ball, he's going to be a threat to try to put the ball in the basket.
James Scott! A dunk to start the season for Louisville. Wow! That's a way to start something.
Couldn't ask for a better start. Couldn't ask for a better start.
Scott with the slam. The assist to Chucky Hepburn. The ball short there, and the shot from White. Cards bring it down the floor, get it inside. Scott goes up, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Great backs here by Terrence Edwards going upstairs. James Scott for the jam.
And man, that is a way to start things off. Now Scott will go to the line as the Cards go into Scott in the first 2 possessions.
You really want to get him going because you know he's going to be battle tested today. Morehead wants to play through Deontay Miles, so you want to make sure James is really engaged, make sure he's boxing out, rebounding. So you get to him early, get him some easy baskets, and get him going for the rest of the game.
Scott just 44% from the free throw line last year at Charleston as a freshman. He misses both of those. The Cards with a 2-0 lead here early on. Edwards on Clay, Traore on White. He bodies him up, gets some help from Hadley. Hadley with the steal, but goes back to Morehead, and that's going to be a turnover and possession to Louisville. And the Louisville bench is into it, and the crowd getting into it early on.
Got a great crowd here. Kadir giving up great size down low, but battled. Javon helped him out, able to get his hands in there, get the deflection, create a turnover.
Hadley back to Hepburn. Hepburn's going to go over to the right side of the floor here and look. And he had Scott there for a second. I thought they were going to do it again. Edwards, the 3. It goes down. And Terrence Edwards, he hit 6 of them in the first exhibition, and 3 of them were from right spot right over there.
There's one thing you know about Terrence Edwards. He can put the ball in the basket. He can heat up quickly. Off to a great start, knocking down that first shot of the game.
5-0 Louisville with the lead. There's a long shot there. Stephen Clay, 34% from 3 last year at Illinois Chicago. He drains one. Hadley. Edwards in the corner. Edwards misses that one. Traore with the rebound. He's looking for him, and Edwards gets it back. A spin in the paint. To Traore, goes up, he loses it, and Morehead comes away with it. Brazil, the 5'11" point guard from USC Upstate. Morehead looking to get it to Miles. The big 7-footer with the hook. It's off the mark. And Larry, that's a great job by James Scott right there without foul.
It was. Hold his position, contesting the shot as he was going up.
Hadley's going to get fouled.
Looking at Terrence Edwards, 3 up, 3 down. Getting going early. Stephen Clay, guy that can score at 3 different levels, returning the answer.
Cards struggle from the free throw line in the second exhibition game. And Larry, the thing I think I get out of both those exhibitions for Louisville, Young Harris 106 to 59, and then Spalding 99 to 54. The competition level is markedly better tonight, first of all. But it was just so weird how Louisville did two totally opposite different things there as Hadley makes the second one.
It was almost like in the second game they were overcompensating for not shooting the three, for shooting so many threes in the first game. So I think coming out today, you want to find that fair balance of taking what the defense gives you, whether it be the three or whether it be the drive. But you just want to keep them guessing and keep them off balance.
Scott on Miles again. He tries to cut up the baseline. Miles. This little dish to Brailsford. Shot clock under 5. Long three. Pryor with the rebound. So Clay misses that one. Pryor comes away with it, and the Cards are on the run. Chucky Hepburn, Pryor from the top of the key. He moves. Big old step there from Kasean Pryor. Scott keeps it alive. Puts it back in. James Scott with 4 early on the putback.
Louisville doing a great job of attacking the glass. That was something that Coach Kelsey made an emphasis of after his 2 exhibition games. He didn't like how these guys rebounded against inferior teams. And so Louisville's doing a great job, off to a great start doing the job rebounding today.
Hepburn with some good defense there. Hepburn gets a hand on it, and they're going to call a foul on the drive. The Cardinals with a 9-3 lead. How about starting it off with a dunk? James Scott, he's got 4 back after this. Welcome back to the KFC Yum Center. Jody Domingo and Larry O'Bannon here. Pat Kelsey, his first game. You see, he started out as an assistant high school coach, went to Wake Forest with Skip Prosser, was there with Coach Prosser, left and went to Xavier with Chris Mack, then left, became the head coach at Winthrop, College of Charleston, and now Larry O'Bannon in the He's the Louisville head coach, and they're off to a good start here.
When he got hired back in April, this is what people were anticipating, and this is what people were wanting to see. When he came in and took this job, people wanted to see excitement, and he's delivered on that just fine.
Foul, by the way, was on Kasean Pryor. Kenny White Jr. with the first free throw. White, an interesting one, a senior from Madisonville, Kentucky. He has spent time at Tennessee Tech, Murray State, UT Martin, and now Morehead. So he's getting a good feel for a lot of the OVC.
He's taking full advantage of the portal.
Corin Johnson right to the basket. Dish to Waterman. Misses that one. Traore active on the boards, but that ball was out of bounds as he touched it.
But it's a good sign. One thing that we saw in the last exhibition game, Kadir's Traore, his energy level was a little bit below what is normally expected. You see him today, he's super active, keeping the ball alive on the offensive glass. So that's a good sign for the Louisville Cardinals.
White with it on the move with Traore. Steal there by Corin Johnson. He's going to go in for the slam. Corin Johnson gets his first 2 of the season. I have a feeling we're going to see more than 2 from him.
Yeah, talk about a guy that can fill up the stat sheet quickly. Scoring Corin is what they call him.
20 points in the last exhibition against Spalding. 8 points and 7 assists in the first one. Move down the lane there. Blocked by Waterman. That was Brailsford blocked by Waterman. Johnson's got it. Waterman almost stepped out of bounds. Pryor. Looking for someone. Pryor going right to the basket. He is fouled. He's going to get 2 free throws. Morehead State in his first season as the head coach. Jonathan Maddox, he was the Murray State head coach, the assistant coach the last couple of years with Steve Prohm. He was on the Morehead State staff from 2013 to 2022. Started as a grad manager, was an assistant coach, worked his way to be the associate head coach. Now he is the head coach. He's come the full circle.
As you would say, man, he's paid his dues and rightfully so, earned his position to be the head coach of Morehead State.
Bright young coach. He is going to do a really good job there at Morehead State, following up what Preston Spradlin has done. And I mean, you don't have to follow anything up. They've got 90 victories in the last 4 years, Larry. I mean, that's a hard thing to follow up. Or 94 victories, I'm sorry. And by the way, that's the most of any team in the state of Kentucky. It's pretty wild. Pryor with the 2 free throws, 13-5, Louisville with the lead. Looking to go back to a run, Rain Smith, and that ball is deflected. Smith comes up with it. Waterman to the bucket. Pryor, the reverse. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. So Louisville looking to attack, Larry. Kind of like what we saw with the Spalding game, is almost exactly what we've seen so far in the first 5.5 minutes.
They are putting a lot of pressure on Morehead and getting to that paint, getting to the rim. Doing a great job of getting into their secondary and breaking if they don't have it, setting up and executing sets.
Morehead State has turned it over 2 of the last 3 possessions. We'll see what Cardinals can do here.
Kay Rudsager is a big-time shooter.
White to the basket. Just muscles that one in. Don't give Rain Smith much space. And, boy, he missed all of that one. Pryor there for the rebound. But you don't see Rain Smith miss one like that far off.
Not too often. Not too often. But I'll tell you what, Jody, Louisville's doing a great job of controlling the rebounding.
Nyrusin, the freshman, he missed the second exhibition with the concussion. That foul, by the way, on Rutziger, you said he is. That's a 3 from the corner. Rain Smith.
You think that first shot bothered him?
I think he got upset with that first shot. He wanted to get it out of his memory real fast. 2 shooters on each other out here. White looking to drive. Ball tipped, and Roos comes away with it. The freshman, the only freshman on the Cardinal roster. Corin Johnson, James Scott. Johnson for the 3 misses, but Scott there for the rebound. The freshman Roos misses. And Waterman there for the rebound. The Cardinals doing a number on Morehead on the boards right now. 5 offensive rebounds. And Smith misses, so the Cards can't score, but they're doing a number on the boards right now. 11-2 on the backboard.
Doing a great job getting second chance opportunities.
I missed everything there from Scott. And Scott came away with the rebound. Johnson with it. Waterman misses, so the Cards struggling right now from 3.
You know, Joe, as soon as we said something about attacking the paint,
they started shooting. They heard us. They're like, hey, no, we don't want those guys. Louisville for their last 4. 2 of 9 from 3 now. That foul was on Scott. It's his first. Team's second.
But as you know, these guys can heat up, though. You know, they shoot with confidence. They shoot open threes. So it's all the numbers game. The numbers usually always average out.
Backdoor there to Miles a little bit. Miles misses the shot, but he was fouled by Scott. That's the second on Scott. Deontay Miles, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 36 total block shots. Last year, he started 30 of the 32 games. He had previously played a year at Xavier.
I think what's interesting when you look at Morehead and all the newcomers and the guys that they have returning, all combined to average less than 15 points a game. So you didn't really know who was going to step up and sort of be their leading scorer, their go-to guy. And so I guess they're still kind of figuring it out as well.
Miles,
but you definitely have to start with the big guy inside.
Yeah, you definitely do. By the way, he's from Walton, Kentucky, up in northern Kentucky. Pryor misses that one. The Cards 0 for their last 5 and from 3-point range. Louisville 16-8. They travel there, and it's a turnover. And we'll go to the break here. Cards lead 16-8. How about Corey Johnson coming at you on opening night? College basketball season, and the Louisville Cardinals with a 16-8 lead early on here over Morehead State. As you see, Morehead State, Kenny White Jr., 4 points and a rebound. The Cards 5 of 9 early on. Since then, they've struggled a bit. But we'll see what the Cardinals have struggled a bit in the last couple minutes, hitting just 1 of their last 7, Larry.
They have. They've kind of started shooting some threes. And they've gone 1 for 8 in their last 8 attempts at the 3-point line. So I look for them to kind of get into the paint, try to get to the foul line, and get some easy pockets as Terrence Edwards turns the ball over.
It's just the third turnover of the evening for the Cards. Scott, sophomore from Tampa, takes it to the basket. He misses, and Pryor with the rebound. He is fouled by Scott. It's Trent Scott's first foul, the 15th foul. Kasean Pryor with 5 rebounds already. Pryor and Scott, James Scott together, Larry, 9 of Louisville's 14 rebounds.
Doing a great job of hitting the glass.
Edwards takes it deep, and Pryor from the corner. The 3 for Kasean Pryor. So, hey, if you're active on one end, you get rewarded on the other.
You do, you do. Find the ball, and the ball will find its way in the net.
Cards with some full court pressure. Chucky Hepburn all over Trent Scott. Marshall to Miles. Hepburn, the defensive stalwart on this team for Louisville. Pryor comes away with it. He steals it down the floor. He's going to take it. Nope. He's going to dish it to Hadley. And Javon Hadley with the bucket. The Cards on a quick spurt here. And both baskets, they get the ball in the paint and they finish.
Casey doing a great job starting on the defensive end, getting the steal, finding Javon for the layup. Really starting to make his imprint on the game.
Louisville on an 8-1 run. Marshall from deep misses that one. Miles, the big fella, gets the rebound. Back out to Scott. Luxiger sitting up in the corner. They're trying to get it back over to him. Blocked by Traore. Miles blocked by Hadley. The Cards with 2 block shots on the same possession. Pryor to Hepburn. Chucky from the right wing for 3.
Cards turning it up on defense.
An 11-1 run here, and they push it out to 24-8. And the KFC Yum Center has come alive.
Crowd's happy with that energy and with that performance.
The Cards on an 11-1 run. Out of the timeout. We're back here at the KFC Yum Center. The Louisville Cardinals on a run. Larry O'Bannon, it was a timeout, and then they came out and went on a nice little surge.
7-0 run. It all started on defense. Started with Kasean Pryor getting a block, leading the break, hitting Javon for a layup, getting another steal. Just leading the charge, getting the energy going on the defensive end.
Morehead in that surge, 0 for 3, a turnover in Louisville with 2 block shots. So defense got it going. Brazil with the long 3. He misses. Miles there for the rebound, and Pryor ball off of Miles.
See on the replay here, Kasean squaring up, knocking down the 3 from the corner. Great pass. Getting here, getting a steal, leading the break. Giving Javon the layup. Just getting it done on both ends.
Louisville with it, 24-8. An extended 11-1 run. Morehead without a field goal. Almost 5 minutes. Hadley from the corner. That one comes up short. White comes down with it. Coach Maddox getting 3 new guys in. Ball tapped away by White. And boy, Kenny White Jr., when he gets that ball, he's going one place, and that's to the rack.
And with his left hand, he's going to find a way to start right, but he's going to come back to that left.
So Morehead still on that scoring drought. 13:54, their last field goal. Chucky Hepburn. No shot, but the foul on Brazil. That's his second. We've got Cord Johnson and Chucky Hepburn on the floor together. I love this combination with those 2 guys out there.
It is. It's kind of a yin and yang, and Corn's more of an offensive-minded guy, and Chucky's more of a defensive-minded guy, so they kind of balance each other out when they're on the court.
So Pryor misses it, but Terrence Edwards crashing the boards.
I'm not calling them a Peyton Siva and a Russ Smith, but they kind of give you that flavor a little bit.
You said yin and yang, and
yeah,
I always think of those
that
two.
flavor a little bit.
I won't say who the yin and the yang is, but
now Russ never seen a shot he didn't like. Right?
I think Corn can be that way too a little bit.
Yeah, especially if he gets going.
Terrence Edwards misses the free throw. Starts 4 for 7 from the line. Good defense again from Louisville. Pryor hustle. It was Hepburn and Johnson first, and then Pryor with the hustle, and Louisville will get it. The Cards lead 24-8 here on he would not like it. So Cards with the ball and the lead. Rain Smith. That ball in and out. Hadley flying in for the rebound, but Miles comes away with it. Morehead without a field goal for the last 6 minutes and like about 30 seconds now. Wellsford and it's just tenacious defense from the Cards.
Louisville's doing a great job of one-on-one defense containing the ball. And when you contain the ball, you don't have to help off as much, controlling the glass, able to get into your fast break.
Hadley with the three. That's a free ball for Hadley, and Javon Hadley with 7 so far for the Cards. He leads the scoring. It's a balanced attack for Louisville. 7 assists on 9 made field goals and balanced scoring with tenacious defense. You gotta love it.
It is. That's what you love about this group. Just on a given night, anybody can go off. They share the ball with each other. You can just tell that they enjoy playing with each other.
White ends that 11-0 run for Louisville. 27-10. White has 6 of the 10 points for the Eagles. White misses that one. Pryor, his 7th rebound of the first half. And Kasean said, yeah, I'm just going to stop here and shoot. He misses it. Louisville now 5 of 17 from 3. Oh, Pryor. Came down a little awkwardly there, but boy, he spiked that one into the front row.
But it just shows you so many things that he could do.
Watch this, Kasean Pryor.
Ooh.
He goes out.
Turn that ankle a little bit.
He just went into the tunnel with the trainer. He's going to get that ankle looked at. Pryor in his 10 minutes on the floor, 5 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block shot. That's what you call stuff in the stat sheet.
It is. And I mean, just a live body, getting it done. Deflections, rebounds, pushing the break, creating for others. You name it, he's doing it out here in the game today.
All right, so that was James Scott. That is his 3rd foul. I think they're looking for a contact. I don't see it, Larry, do you?
I can't see anything, Jody.
That ball, that thing could go anywhere. Well, now he got all kind of sweat on the floor when he went down looking for it. All right, so White heads to the line. And Scott's going to come out with those 3 fouls. Pryor back in the tunnel still. Getting his ankle looked at, so Traore comes in for Scott. And White makes it 27-11. White with 7 of the 11 for Morehead as they a little pressure on Louisville here. And Johnson takes it right to the basket, has it blocked. And then fouls coming down the floor.
I think Morehead got exactly what they wanted. They just want to create a fast shot and try to, I think they're more so trying to find a rhythm for themselves. Try to maybe speed up the pace a little bit faster than what they normally have to try to get some offensive rhythm going.
That's probably not the pace. The shot that Louisville wants from Johnson. Wyndham misses it. Traore flies in for the rebound. Johnson into the corner. Waterman misses, and Traore had it. Edwards had it. They knocked it out of each other's hand. But you gotta like them going after it.
You do. You do. You like the aggressiveness. You clap it. You know, you just wish you could have got it, but you know, you applaud the effort.
Hepburn back in.
First time we've seen Corey Carvey, junior out of Wilson, North Carolina, for Morehead State.
250. Rain Smith comes away with it. He's got Traore with him. And it's a slam for Abubakar Traore. His first bucket of the season.
Rain with a great job grabbing the steal. Throwing it up for a little showtime.
8 Cardinals have scored. Clay with the long 3, he misses it. Oh, Hepburn had it and got it taken away by Scott. Awkward shot. Ball bouncing everywhere. It's going to be Louisville possession.
Joe, that'll be interesting to see how many deflections Chucky Hepburn has, because while he might not fill up the offensive stat sheet, man, he just constantly getting his hands on the ball and just creating havoc and being a menace for the other team's guards. Talk about a guy you don't want to bring the ball up the court against. It's Chucky Hepburn.
Calling for a walk. So that'll be a turnover for the Cards. The 4th turnover. Rain Smith with the steal. How about the lob to Traore for dunk? Back here at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville 29, Morehead State 11. The first game of the Pat Kelsey era here at the KFC Yum Center. Jody Dunley, Larry O'Bannon sitting courtside, bringing it to you. And Larry, you know, this is the first of the season for the Louisville Cardinals. The first game for Pat Kelsey. As you see, they've taken a look at some video there on the sidelines. It's amazing what you can do nowadays. But look at this. Non-conference games coming up, and that big one Saturday. Number 12, Tennessee, here at the Yum Center. It gets more and more difficult each game.
You want to talk about getting right to it, Jody? Game 2, you got a top 15 opponent coming into the Yum Center. I know the fans are excited. They're looking forward to it. And if they give a great effort like this today, it should be a great game.
Goran Johnson with the steal and the reverse layup. And then there you go, your menace Chucky Hepburn creating a turnover. Let's watch this one, though. The steal, Waterman gets a deflection, and Corrin coming right at you.
He knows what to do in open court. Get downhill and get to the basket.
So Hepburn creates the turnover. That is turnover number 10 for Morehead State. They're 1 for their last 16 from the field. Traore, Smith in the corner. Another air ball for Ray Smith. That's 2 of them. I said you don't see it very often. Now is he going to come back like he did last time and make a 3 here real quick?
I think George Marshall made him get that shot off a little quicker than he was comfortable with.
Yeah, the bench, the Morehead State bench over there applauding what Marshall was doing defensively there.
And that's the difference, right? Between when you play exhibition games and then you start to play against some better athletes. That closeout speed is a little bit faster and you have to get that shot off a little bit quicker.
Missed there in close. Ruegseger misses that shot. 1 for their last 17 now. Traore right to the basket. He misses. Good defense in the last couple possessions. Lindo misses, gets his own rebound, and is fouled by Traore. So let's look at this a little bit. 10 turnovers for Morehead State. The Cards 22-21 now on the boards. And Morehead 246 without a bucket, without any points at all, and 1 for their last 18, Larry.
Yeah, well, they're at the foul line now. Jalen Wyndham is going to the line as he knocks his first one down. Hoping to close out the half with some good momentum and getting things going, hopefully for a better second half.
3 for 25 in the first half. Kasean Pryor back in there. He got his ankle looked at. Came down a little awkwardly on the couple minutes ago. But he's back out there. Wyndham makes the 2 free throws, his first 2 points. It is 31-13. Smith and Hepburn. Pryor. Hepburn's going to pull from the top of the key, and he's going to get fouled. He did that once in both of the 2 exhibition games. He continues to draw that foul, and he's one of your better free throw shooters.
So what happens in that situation, Jody, is Chucky is using the pick and roll, and the defender cannot go under. And so the defender has to fight over the screen, and when Chucky knows that the defender is fighting over coming behind him, he stops on the dime. And when he stops on the dime, the defender is still going, trying to get over the screen, so he makes contact with Chucky as he's shooting. You see it a lot in the NBA game nowadays.
Jalen Brazil, that is his 3rd foul of the game for Morehead. Terrence Edwards coming in for Johnson. He makes all 3 of them. 7 of 10 from the free throw line. A 21-point lead. Miles just taken away by Pryor, and Miles is going to get called for the foul. And Pryor will go to the line.
Being active defensively. Kasean Pryor can be dialed in and locked in on the defensive end. As he's shown tonight, Louisville's going to be a hard team to beat.
So long, so athletic, got the physicality too that it takes to get in there and kind of mix it up defensively.
He does. Block shots, steals. He can guard inside. He can guard outside. Just goes to show how wide his toolbox is when he's out here on the basketball court.
26 points and 7 rebounds against Spalding. 7 points and 8 rebounds in the first exhibition. Transfer from USF. Pryor with 6 points and 7 rebounds tonight. Make it 7 and 7 for Kasean Pryor.
Cardinals doing a much better job at the foul line today.
Roseford gets it across the timeline. The second 4+ minute drought without a field goal from Morehead here in the half. White, that one's not even close, and Edwards collects it and brings it down. Hadley in the corner. Pryor. Edwards makes the move. Hepburn to Hadley. Hadley against the big guy. Tries to get crafty. Doesn't get it, but gets his own rebound. And the Cards set it up again. Louisville dominating on the offensive glass. Pryor and Hadley. Edwards beats the shot clock.
Louisville showed great patience there, not wanting to force the issue, wanting to take their time and find a great shot. And 2 points.
Crowd in the KFC Yum Center has come alive again. They like what they see in this opening game. Pryor gets his hand on it. Brailsford, no. Brazil. Miles up there for it. Oh, and Hadley tries to block it. The foul on Hadley will be his first.
Miles trying to get his team going with a monster jam there.
Oh, for their last 9 and 1 for 20 to end the half right now for Morehead State.
Louisville's defense is just suffocating.
Miles now 2 for 3.
Chucky Hepburn steps out, and it starts with him. He disrupts the point guard. Everybody else feeds and thrives off the energy that he brings. They get in the passing lanes, you get deflections, you get steals. Next thing you know, you get easy opportunities on the fast break.
Pryor with the 8th rebound of the half. And Louisville's going to call a timeout. Pryor gets it right past half court. Calls timeout. We got 35 seconds left after this. All right, back here, 35 seconds left. Jody Dumbling, Larry O'Bannon. Larry, Coach Kelsey calls the timeout. It's the first game of the year. You work on so many things, and I would imagine here they try to set up someone to get a 3.
I would agree with you, Jody. Just a great opportunity for Coach Kelsey to use an in-game practice situation, working on situations with his guys that 35 seconds, executing what they want to do coming out of the timeout. Possibly a great 2-for-1 situation here if you can get a good shot early on in the play.
Pryor will take it out. He's got Edwards, Waterman, Johnson, and Hadley. Johnson with it.
Looks like they're going to milk the clock and wind it down and take a good shot.
All right, at 20 seconds. Under 10 on the shot clock. Kasean. Edwards. He got it! The Cards draw something up and they get a 3 to end the half here. Now they'll try to get one more stop. And a missed shot. Morehead State won for their last 21 in the first half. And Louisville with a 41-14 lead at the break. Kasean Pryor. Hepburn. And they'll start it off the same way in the second half. A James Scott slam. Scott has 6.
Great execution coming out of the pick and roll there. Chucky with his head up out of the pick and roll and placing the lob perfect for James Scott to throw it down.
Inside spin move there from Miles. So Miles about the only one that can score for them, Larry.
It's a good move from the big fella. I was expecting to see that a little bit more early on in the game. So it's probably something that was talked about at the half to really get himself going toward the basket in his post moves.
Ball tipped, deflected, and a timeout from Morehead. Hepburn with another deflection. 43-16. We'll take a break. Back to the Yum Center after this. All right, back here at the KFC Yum Center, our new segment, Locked with Larry, and they're doing it a lot.
They are. As you see, Terrence Edwards setting the back screen for James Scott on his first play. Now, this second one, he slips. He doesn't necessarily set the screen. His man is in no man's land. James Scott open for another jam.
James Scott with 6 points. Cardinals with a 43-16 lead here. And Scott's going to pick up his 4th foul there, Larry.
That's a cheap foul. That's a foul that you don't want to get that far away from the basket. You see Kasean ready to check in for him.
Number 7, Kasean Pryor, back in from the Cards, replacing Scott.
But even though he's a sophomore, he's still young, he's still learning. That's a foul that you want to save and you want to use with a purpose.
Miles with the move on Pryor, and Traore with the big rebound. Hepburn and Hadley. Hepburn over to Pryor. Misses that one, gets his own rebound, right back up, and He is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. It's Miles' 3rd foul.
Number 7, Pryor, he'll shoot 2.
Pryor 4 for 4 from the line in the first half. 7 points, 10 rebounds.
Kasean doing a great job of just kind of getting things in the natural flow of the game. He's not really pressing offensively. He's causing havoc defensively. Just having an all-around outstanding game.
He's not shooting it well, 1 of 6, but he's doing so many other things, you don't even really notice that.
But to your point with that, Jody, you know, that's the sign of a mature player, a guy that's an upperclassman. He doesn't let his offense dictate his defense. His defense is going to be stable. So he comes up with another steal here.
Pryor right to the basket, and he is going to get fouled and go back to the free throw line. Be the first foul on White.
So many other ways to affect the game and affect your team without scoring the basketball.
Second steal, but how many deflections between he and Chucky Hepburn tonight?
I would count at least 10 to 12 each.
At
minimum.
least, yes.
Yeah, minimum.
So he makes that one. Six of 7 from the line. Make it 7 of 8.
Making free throws is going to be really important for the Cards as they have some big games upcoming on their schedule. They're going to be in some close ball games. Going to have to be able to knock them down.
There's a slam by Grilsford. Went right at Pryor with him on his hip. Pryor doesn't get the dunk, but he gets
right
the
back.
roll. Here you go, Larry. A couple dunks. This is a nice one.
Hit the trampoline, throw it down, and then the look. We're not going to talk about what he mumbled there. Kasean Pryor right back, shrugging it off.
Little roll on there. The foul was on Miles. That's his 4th foul. That's going to be a foul on Hadley. As Pryor misses that, 12 points and 10 rebounds now for Kasean Pryor. Larry, we all go back and forth about as we see Pryor's numbers there. 12 points. We go back and forth on this team. Who is the best player on this team, or maybe the most important player on this team? And I think Kasean Pryor is going to be the biggest key to this team. Because as he goes, they're probably going to go.
I would agree. And, you know, this was a question that I asked Peyton Siebel one day at practice. I said, who's the key guy for the team? Who's going to emerge as your player? And Kasean Pryor was the name that he mentioned. He said, man, he's just a gamer. He affects the game in so many ways. As you see tonight, just defensively, offensively, he's just a guy that's going to be a key to holding this thing together and determining how far the Cards go with this season.
There's a goaltend calling the Cards. Kenny White. Morehead already with 3 field goals in this half. It's the same amount they had in the entire first half. Pryor with an easy bucket there.
Cards come out and run the same play that they ran to start the half. Score another 2 points.
Clay misses Hadley there. Edwards, Waterman. Not many guys could make that catch, but he could. to the basket. Noah Waterman, his first bucket of the season. A transfer from BYU puts the Cards up 52-20. And Jonathan Maddox has seen enough. He needs another timeout. As the Cardinals opening this one up with an 11-6 run to start the second half. And Larry O'Bannon, I think this crowd likes what they see.
They appreciate the energy and effort that these guys are playing with. This is what they signed up for.
It's Waterman
Noah
here.
Waterman going baseline with the up and under. Nice English for 2 points.
Crowd tonight, a good one this evening. ACC preseason poll, Louisville picked 9th right there. Well, we've talked before, Duke, Carolina, Wake Forest, Clemson. I think after that 4, you mix those next 5, even 6, 7 teams in, you throw them in a hat, and really, you're not sure how they're going to come out, and they can come out totally different. I think they're all about the same.
You do. I mean, especially with, the portal being in the college game today, is so much parity. These are preseason polls. The good thing about it is that nobody really has expectations for Louisville when you pick somebody to finish 9th. So going into each and every game, I think Louisville's going to surprise a lot of people in this ACC.
Morehead with 12 turnovers. Louisville 15-2 points off turnovers. Ellsford looking for somebody to help. White driving on Waterman. He's fouled by Noah Waterman. It's the first foul on Waterman.
Fouls on number 7, Kasean Pryor. That's his second. 13th.
Waterman said, I was standing straight up. I think he got him a little with the body.
Yeah, Coach Maddox doing a great job of putting Kenny White Jr. on that left elbow, letting him play ISO, getting to that left hand, drawing the foul. If you know Waterman, you got to know that. You know he wants to get back to that left hand at some point. Even if he starts right, he wants to spin back and come to that left hand. You got to keep him on his right hand.
Missed the second one. Edwards comes away with it. A couple Cards tip it around. Edwards to Hadley in the corner. Waterman, he's called for a foul there. It's his second. Number 93, the official was like, 93, how do I do that? Let's see. What do I do? I got to use 2 hands.
Got his fingers crossed there.
New age of college basketball. Brazil back in with his 3 fouls. Gets it to White. And that left elbow again. And Waterman called for his 3rd foul in the last minute.
Waterman really kind of struggling, keeping Kenny White off that left hand. It's a matchup that Morehead likes, and they continue to go back to it. Kenny White going to the line for 2 free throws.
White, the senior from Madisonville, 6.5 points a game last year at UT Martin, has spent time at Tennessee Tech and Murray State. Finalist for Mr. Basketball when he was at Madisonville his senior year. Great high school career, and you see his college career well-traveled.
Very rare that you see somebody that transfers within the conference, let alone 4 times.
Pryor over to Johnson. Traore. Hadley squares up, and he hits it. Javon Hadley with his second 3-ball of the night. He's in double figures with 10.
Showing great patience there, Louisville on offense.
Corin Johnson with the back tip, almost gets it. And they're going to call the foul on Johnson there. A lot of pushing and shoving going on over there. We're going to take a break. Louisville up 55-23. All right, we're back here at the Kansas youngster. Kasean Pryor, there you go, man, and he's doing a pretty good job tonight for the Cardinals.
He is. Kasean Pryor just putting his fingerprints all over the game. You see here defensively, creating the steal, pushing the break, finding Javon for the layup here. Getting it done, blocking shots, mixing it up inside. Doing a great job. 14 points, 10 rebounds. First double-double of the season to open up the Pat Kelsey era.
Louisville with another steal. How about Kasean Pryor? How about
Showtime.
some more? Another slam for Kasean Pryor. 16 and 10 now for Pryor. And it all starts on defense for Louisville. There's another steal. Corin Johnson. Terrence Edwards takes it himself. Louisville 6 of their last 7. A 7-0 run in less than 1 minute.
All created by defense. All created by defense.
Wellsford from the corner. Ball slapped up off the backboard. Traore comes away with it. He misses the shot, but the foul on White.
Kasean Pryor, showtime on the break with the knee work.
Right, just to clean this up on the Miles thing, during the break we were wondering what they were doing over the monitor. They took a foul away from Deontay Miles and gave it to Stephen Clay. It was on that drive from Pryor about 3 or 4 minutes ago, but there's so much action that happened in between then. Took him a while to get over to the monitor the break, but Miles with just 3 fouls instead of 4.
One of the keys for tonight, Jody, is Louisville just doing a great job of rebounding. When you play excellent defense, it negates it if you don't rebound the ball. When you play great defense, you rebound the ball, it just puts you in a natural fast break. And Louisville's just able to get out and get so many easy transitions. I put pressure on the defense to create fouls.
Traore makes 1 of 2, 60-23 now for the Cards. And a foul on Johnson.
A foul is called on number 3, Warren Johnson. That's his third, 17.
Johnson's third, already 17 fouls on Louisville, so this one's going to take a while. We're going to be at the free throw line for a while.
I'm good.
Frank Anselm eBay. His first appearance, 6'10", 220, a 5th-year transfer from Georgia. Traore with the rebound. Scott misses the free throw. Warren Johnson misses it, gets his own rebound, right back. Bounce to Traore, he misses it. So a couple of, a wide open 3 and an easy shot at the bucket, right at the rim, Louisville misses.
Yeah, Kadir wishes he could have that one back.
Anselm eBay guarding Miles, help from Traore. And he's going to get called for the foul. It's his second foul. Lots of whistles here in the first few minutes of the second half.
It has been. It has been. It's kind of chopped the game up a little bit.
It has.
Kind of taking the rhythm out of any kind of flow that these two teams are trying to develop.
12 fouls in the first part of this half. 2 teams combined, lots of free throws. And Deontay Miles is back at the free throw line. And the big fella misses that one. Anselm eBay, Rain Smith. I think he thought he was going to lob it, and he got caught in between, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lob, too. It looked like it the way it was going up.
Traore with the rebound. And the foul.
Things are getting a little chippy with Trent Scott. He's
His
chirping
second.
going on with Warren Johnson and now Traore.
Larry, when you see that they hold a sign up behind the bench about the kills and the stops on defense. They're at 6 kills tonight, and when you get to that point, you know you got a pretty good night on defense.
It is. It is. When you can get 3 stops in a row, and just give yourself opportunities to get out in transition, because that's the key to any Pat Kelsey team. You have to get out in transition, get those open threes, and try to get on the fast break and get some layups and dunks.
Rain Smith misses. An 8-0 run here for Louisville. Morehead has not scored in a little over 3 minutes. There's a 3-pointer. Sager from the NAI school, Mount Vernon Nazarene, 213 career 3-pointers. Put back in and slammed by Anselm eBay. That's the way you get an offensive board.
Frank cleaning it up off the glass.
Foul on Hepburn. That'll be his first. That'll be 2 shots for Marshall. Morehead just 3 for 7 from the line in this half.
Louisville's just done a great job of taking Morehead out of everything that they wanted to do offensively.
Hadley and Edwards come back in.
Morehead's had a little bit of success trying to go to Kenny White Jr. and Deontay Miles on the post, but not much after that.
Speaking of success, you saw that with 90 wins and 2 OVC conference tournament championships and 2 OVC regular season championships in the last 2 years. This team picked 5th this year. Chucky looking, keeping the dribble alive. Hadley to Rain. Edwards misses.
Kasean Pryor getting it done on all accounts. Corner 3, rolling big, Cards up 62-27. Champion.
KFC Yum Center here at the Louisville Cardinals, up 62-27. You see the 1,000 point club entering the season, not at Louisville. James Madison, Charleston, Long Beach State, Wisconsin. They're all here now, and you put them all together, And this is a pretty good first impression tonight of a, I guess, real impression, Larry O'Bannon.
It is. You know, you're playing against a quality opponent, at least a more quality opponent than what you played in your exhibition games, even though Louisville's doing a good job of doing some damage here tonight to Morehead. But, you know, you're talking about that segment right there with 4,000 point scores. It just kind of attributes to what's going on tonight when you have a well-balanced stat sheet. You got Javon with 10, Terrence Edwards with 10, Kasean with 16, a few other guys close to double figures. It just speaks to the type of team that Coach Kelsey put together when he was in the portal.
Scott with the bucket. He'll get the free throw attempt. Foul on Smith. His first. James Scott with 4 fouls coming back in. 6 points and 4 rebounds in just 7 minutes. Louisville with 13 assists on 21 made buckets and just 5 turnovers tonight. Scott misses that one. And Scott got the rebound. Hadley to the bucket. Turn around and misses, but he's going to get a couple of free throws. A foul on Wyndham.
Javon went big man ball in.
Louisville 13 of 19 from the free throw line, Larry, and that was something I think in that second exhibition you kind of had to worry about a little bit, but they look better tonight.
It was. I think in both, even though in the first game you only shot 5 free throws, you were 2 for 5, 40%. So it's definitely something that you want to improve upon. Like I said, when you start to face better opponents and bigger teams on your schedule, you're going to need every point that you can get to try to come away with those victories.
21 of 34 in the Spalding win. So Hadley knocks down both of those. The Cards now 15 of 21, and Javon Hadley with 12 points, and that'll be another turnover and Louisville ball. Turnover number 15.
Ideally, Jody, you like to be around that 75% range. 80 is a great night if you're shooting that as a team, but ideally you want to be around that 75 to 80% range as a team.
Hadley, his 3rd triple of the night. He now has 15 points for the Cardinals. Hadley, and foul call on Hadley. You'll see the 3-pointer here from Hadley.
Just a great catch and shoot, squaring it up in a great rhythm, and knocks it down.
Hadley's 3rd.
Again, Javon's going to be that, you know, I call them 3-and-D guys, but he just does a little bit of everything. Brings that toughness. He's going to play hard-nosed defense. He's going to take open shots. He's just going to do things in the natural flow of the game that he has come to. He's not going to try to go outside of his game. He's just going to play hard, play tough, and knock down open shots.
Wyndham will try to make a second free throw. The Eagles 5 for 10 in the second half from the free throw line.
The Eagles trying to slow Louisville down here with the 3-quarter court press.
3rd for Scott. 7th team foul, so Louisville now on the bonus. Chucky makes the first. And he makes the second. He is now 5 for 5 from the line. 8 points and 3 assists for Chucky Hepburn. Louisville defensively all over Morehead State. Wyndham. And the ball, they say, was tapped by Hepburn, but I didn't think he got it.
I didn't think anybody touched it either.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody touched it, but the ball just, they said, went out off of Hepburn. The move, and that'll be Louisville possession there. Good job defensively for Louisville as the two guys kind of converged on Elsford as he drove for the basket.
They do. Made it tough for him. Did a good job of contesting without fouling.
Without fouling, that's the big thing.
It is.
Johnson, Scott with another dunk. He said he likes to dunk everything. Well, guess what? Guess what he's doing?
Jody, I think we know who's going to win that dunk competition between Traore and James Scott. I think it's going to be James Scott going away.
He heard we like our lobs for Larry segment, so he's going to give you a lot to work with as Miles puts back the two. You shoot a pretty good percentage when you dunk everything.
You do.
And another one. James Scott at the rim. And if I'm one of the guards, I know he wants to dunk everything. That's what I'm going for, right?
Exactly.
Chucky Hepburn with his 4th assist of the night. Miles. Possession ball out off of Johnson, so Morehead possession. Traore comes in. Kenai Ruths comes back in, the freshman. Played a minute in the first half. The only freshman on the roster, missed the last exhibition game because of a concussion. He's been back for a couple days and getting a little action tonight. A little taste of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been really impressed with Kenai Ruths and the maturity that he shows.
Yeah, plays well beyond his years, just has a kind of older game to him.
Traore misses the dunk.
Kadir's like, what can I do? I missed the layup, I missed the dunk.
Corin Johnson, his 4th foul.
But Jody, to go back to the point of, we're talking about James Scott doing a rim run, catching a bunch of lobs. That applies so much pressure to the defense because as a defensive man in the pick and roll, when you're playing at a disadvantage, sometimes you can play the flight of the ball. You can play the chest pass, you can play the bounce pass because it takes time for the ball to get to the big man. But when you got a guy that rim runs, you have to physically check him with your body. And that makes it a lot tougher because then you can't play because the pass is going above the rim.
2 free throws there. Make it 14 of 20, 15 of 23 from the free throw line for Morehead. 8 of 13 this half. Scott to Waterman. Traore. Ball batted away by Miles as we're going to go to break with, well, guess what? Another dunk. James Scott with more dunks. How about another one? Yes, Louisville up 73-35. Back here in the KFC Yum Center, they're rocking in the Yum tonight. Boy, you look at it, Morehead State is having a hard time stopping these cards. The top card tonight, Kasean Pryor with 16 points. He's added 10 rebounds. Javon Hadley with 15, Terrence Edwards with 10, and James got another dunk. That one from Pryor.
Everybody getting in on the pass and assist action to James Scott.
Morehead in the corner. Smith takes it away. So Rain Smith gets in on the action with a steal. Good eye, Roots! The freshman with an emphatic first basket of his career.
That's how you make a statement, young fella.
And this crowd is going crazy.
That's what you call a welcome to the Ville moment.
Pryor up high to get it. Edwards. Rain for three.
Mr. Smith making it rain.
He's got 6. Pryor, the block of Brazil. Boy, that would have just brought this
That
roof.
would have brought the roof down.
Morehead saying, let's slow this down for a minute. We don't need any more highlights on us tonight.
Louisville was just flying around to the ball.
Louisville with 9 dunks tonight. Kenny White with his 14th point. James Scott said, no, it's not a dunk. I'm not shooting a 3. Oh, he is.
That's not what Coach Kelsey wants to see.
But that little tap is. Edwards for 2, and he'll get a free throw.
Cards out here having fun. As we see, Anaya Roots, welcome to the Ville moment, throwing it down. Mr. Smith making it rain. Pryor, not my house. Fans love it.
Edwards with the bucket. He'll get a free throw.
Jody, what you talked about, Kanai Roots' maturity to his game. Comes down, he has the monster jam. Catches it the very next possession. How many young guys would have just let it fly just from the excitement of just the next play of letting it go?
I know, I mean.
But he just continues on, plays within the flow of the offense, and in turn gets a shot in the corner. He missed, but just had the patience to stay within the realm of the offense within the game.
And at the 5-minute mark, we've got a "We Want Aiden" cheer for Aiden McCool.
We got to get Aiden to shoot the ball. Aiden's got to shoot the ball when he gets in.
Wyndham the spin. Nice move there, Wyndham. Jalen Wyndham with 6. Scott. Waterman with the tip. By the way, everyone who's played tonight has scored for Louisville. All 11 in the scoring column. Relsford for 3. He's got 5. Rain Smith is 3rd of the night.
up. Heating up.
Kasean Pryor says, no, that's my rebound right there. He's got 11 of them now. The energy that he's given this team tonight has been pretty fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Smith!
Getting it going. Getting it going. Heat up.
That was deep, Larry.
It was. The crowd is loving it.
Pryor, another rebound as the crowd gets into this. They've been into it most of the night. Pryor, another bucket for him. Kasean Pryor. He has 18. He leads the way. 5 Cardinals in double figures.
Having fun, sharing the ball. Louisville fans excited, showing their appreciation for the effort tonight.
Louisville, second half, 19 of 33 from the field. James Scott says, how about a block? And a shot clock violation. And the Louisville Cardinal defense gets that one. But tonight, first half about defense, second half they've heated up. Thanks to Rain Smith. He's making it rain, 4 threes. Cards 92-42. The KFC Yum Center, a lot of energy in the building tonight. Louisville up 92-42. The Pat Kelsey era gets underway, and you see, gonna ramp it up right away. Tennessee comes to town. Larry O'Bannon on Saturday at noon.
Big matchup. You know, Rick Barnes always has his teams prepared and playing at a high level, so it's going to be a great matchup between Tennessee and Louisville come Saturday at noon.
Kenai Roos. Misses, goes after his own board, gets it. Warren Johnson said, it's been a while since I've scored. Everybody else is getting in the action. Waterman, he misses the three. And the Cards still playing hard with 2 minutes to go, and Coach Kelsey's going to make the fans happy. The walk-ons. It's going to be a foul on
Jaden Webb.
On Webb there, and I think Kanai's going to get a free throw here. Nope, it's going to be an offensive foul. So we'll get Patrick Antonelli, Cole Sherman, and Aiden McCool. Let's see if Aiden gets a shot up tonight. That's what this crowd wants, right?
It is.
Cole Sherman will get one
said he'll
up.
get it up.
And Kanai says, I'm going to get you that rebound. Kanai strong to the basket. That's the thing about him, Larry, is that at his size, Kanai 6'8", 205-pound freshman. At his size, he's got the skill and the handle of really a guard, and you know something about that. You weren't 6'8", but you were.
I wish.
The big guy, a bigger guy with that handle, you could do so many things.
He's just a mismatch for any position. He has the ability of a guard, so you can't really put a big on him, but he's too big for you to put a guard or a small forward on him. So whenever he really steps out on the floor, he has a mismatch in some shape, form, or fashion. His frame and athletic ability makes him a big-time prospect.
And so eBay tips that one out, so it'll be Morehead State ball. Cole Sherman, number 4 out there. It's St. Xavier High School product. He went to Northern Kentucky, came back. Patrick Antonelli, number 12, almost with the steal. And Aiden McCool, who's been here for a couple of years and is a fan favorite.
Did they get in the stat book? Did they count that as a rebound?
I don't think so.
No.
We'll see. No, it's not. Aiden McCool, the only guy on the entire roster that is back from last year for Louisville.
Talk about a fan favorite and a guy that's just been here and that's been loyal to the program and just has enjoyed his journey of being a part of the historic traditional program in Louisville.
Trent Scott, the sophomore from Tampa, with 2 points. He gets both of them. And McCool was wide open in the corner, and the fans saw it, but nobody else did. Patrick Antonelli has that one swatted away by Webb.
Fans didn't like the call there.
Marshall will shoot 2.
I mean, you got to love it, though. That's the culture that Pat Kelsey said. You have walk-ins coming on. They could be out here just not playing to take charges, but you got Cole Sherman out here with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The game's already determined, and he's trying to take a charge.
Larry, they've called this the start of the revival Louisville has. The fans up 50 with less than a minute to go, and they're booing calls. You think they were starving for something good?
Man, yearning for something to crowd to be excited about, man, and to cheer for. So it's been some years, man, but it seems like the revival is alive and well.
Now a lot of them are standing because they want an Aiden McCool bucket. That's what they want. They just want him to shoot. And he hasn't touched it yet. But Patrick Antonelli has, and he misses there.
Patrick Antonelli comes in looking for buckets.
Sherman with the rebound. Cole Sherman out on the break. Sherman to the basket to Ansem eBay. That ball way off the mark. And Aiden McCool gets a steal. Goes on the floor, and he's going to get fouled.
Still fighting hard.
You have to love it. And Pat Kelsey said it after the exhibition game. Look, it didn't mean anything. They were in there in the last minute, but they were on the floor. Cole Sherman, Patrick Antonelli, and McCool, all three got on the floor. And now Aiden McCool is going to get a couple of free throws.
Aiden McCool's in the books.
Aiden McCool, 1 of 2. Larry, this one's over, and it's a good start for the Louisville Cardinals. As they win it 93-45.
Couldn't have a better way to kick off the Pat Kelsey era with his first official game, winning it in this type of fashion on the young floor.